For the paramilitary group of the 1960s and 1970s, Saor Éire. Saor Éire was a left-wing political organization established in September 1931 by communist-leaning members of the Irish Republican Army, with the backing of the IRA leadership. Notable among its founders was Peadar O'Donnell, a former editor of An Phoblacht and a leading left-wing figure in the IRA. Saor Éire described itself as an organization of workers and working farmers. It has been suggested that the support of the then IRA Chief of Staff Twomey was instrumental in the organization's establishment. However, Tim Pat Coogan claimed that Twomey was doubtful about the organization, worrying about involvement in electoral politics and possible communist influence. During its short existence, Saor Éire used the Republican publication An Phoblacht, under the editorship of Frank Ryan, to report on its progress and to promote its radical, left-wing Republican views. History. On the weekend of 26 to 27 of September 1931, Saor Éire held its first conference in Dublin at Iona Hall. 150 delegates from both the Irish Free State and Northern Ireland attended the conference against a background of police raids on the houses and offices connected with Saor Éire and An Phoblacht. Sean Hayes was chairman, while David Fitzgerald acted as secretary. The conference elected an executive of Hayes, Fitzgerald, Sean McGuinness, May Laverty, Helena Maloney, Sheila Dowling, Sheila Humphreys, D. McGinley, Mick Fitzpatrick, Sean McBride, Michael Price, Peadar O'Donnell, McAllisey, M. O'Donnell, Patrick McCormack, Tom Kenny, L. Brady, Nicholas Boran, John Mulgrew and Tom Maguire. George Gilmore and Frank Ryan were also involved. The Constitution elaborated upon the aims by describing a two-phase program. The first phase was described as being one of organization and propagandizing in order to organize a solid front for mass resistance to the oppressors. This would build upon the day-to-day resistance and activity towards rents, annuities, evictions, seizures, bank sales, lockouts, strikes and wage cuts. Quote, "This challenge, it was believed, would lead to power passing from the hands of the imperialists to the masses." The second phase was one of consolidation of power through the organization of the economy and a workers' and working farmers' republic. Ideologically, Saor Éire adhered to the Irish socialist republicanism developed by James Connolly and Peadar O'Donnell. As a consequence of the heavy influence of O'Donnell, Saor Éire strongly advocated the revival of Gaelic culture and the involvement of the poorer rural working communities in any rise against the Irish capitalist institutions and British imperialism. The organization was attacked by the centre-right press and the Catholic Church as a dangerous communist group, and was quickly banned by the Free State government. The strength of reaction against it prevented it becoming an effective political organization. O'Donnell and his supporters would attempt a similar initiative 2 years later with the establishment of the Republican Congress in 1933. Policies. The Constitution listed the organization's objectives as being to achieve an independent revolutionary leadership for the working class and working farmers towards the overthrow of British imperialism and its ally, Irish capitalism, to organize and consolidate the Republic of Ireland on the basis of the possession and administration by the workers and working farmers of the land, instruments of production, distribution and exchange, to restore and foster the Irish language, culture and games,